The Anthropocene was portrayed through the lens of activism. The boom 2020 identity manifested environmental and social disruption through illustration and caricature. Then COVID-19 hit. Society shut down for the first time in decades. We had to reschedule Boom twice. This pandemic within the Anthropocene inspired us to create 10 brand new characters for Boom 2022, which depict bizarre moments of the pandemic through caricature. Let's take a look. Quarantine. Let's start here. Did you know that quarantine is a measure that was invented in the Middle Ages? Back in the day, sailors arriving at port had to remain on board for 40 days before entering a city, as an effort to contain plagues. The hot topics of 2019 were superhumans, AI, and transhumanism. Yet when the pandemic burst, we went medieval. The fact is that at one point, 1/3 of the world's population was in lockdown. Safety distance. Oh, social distancing. What a buzzword. Do you remember sitting in chalk-drawn circles at the park, having a meal between plastic dividers at a restaurant at full capacity, or not being allowed to eat popcorn or drink water at the movies? Inevitably, humans started picturing imaginary borders with a 2-meter scope. The end is near. Coping mechanisms for coronavirus panic just got weird. Who knew toilet paper is all it takes to survive the apocalypse? In a nutshell, never underestimate human silliness. Wash your hands. The never-ending rubbing and scrubbing became our common choreography, a performance enacted at the entrance and exit of every space. We might, however, keep doing this, probably forever. It's actually quite useful at a festival. The new abnormal. Well, didn't mass media play the role of keyword superspreaders and fear-mongering? They coined COVID measures as the new normal. They tried to offer a sense of stability in a messy world where nothing going on was normal. Let's get real, folks. Who wants normality anyway? Back to nature. This was sweet. Life outdoors became much more appealing. Cities lost their sexiness, the countryside had a huge comeback. Trends like forest bathing, growing our own food, spending time in nature are at an all-time high and have become synonyms for well-being. This is a good thing. Yet not everyone has this possibility, which just shows how unequal society is. Flatten the curve. Don't get us wrong here. It's not about conspiracy. It's about critical analysis. The mainstream system was clever. It spread an obsession with models, graphs, pointers, specialists, and scientific jargon, all meant to keep us calm and hopeful. Or should we say tame? While COVID measures lingered on and on and on. Zoom party. Without parties, clubs, and festivals, humans found their way to keep the beat going. Wiggling in front of a webcam with friends became a hit. There were a hell of a lot of crazy parties out there, and the music must go on. Where is our freedom? Freedom of movement, liberalism, freedom of speech, the right to be anti-norm and different, the right to party, the freedom of dancing, the right to attend and organize festivals. Freedom has been terribly under attack by a so-called public health policy, which is still far from making any coherent sense. And so, you have seen our 10 caricatures of the pandemic. These are the tales of the Anthropocene. We might all be more bizarre after the pandemic. Who knows? We don't have a crystal ball to anticipate where this will lead us as a species. Yet we'll be together to cultivate freedom and love safely and responsibly at the 25th anniversary of Boom in 2022. See you at Boomland.